What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, and today, plan of attack predictions. Okay, review yesterday's NHL games. We're gonna preview tomorrow's NHL games, and then we're gonna go over every NHL non-playoff teams. Every NHL non-playoff team ranked by their chances to make the playoff next season. I ranked them. Shout out Mike Bartner on YouTube for the idea. NBon Hockey on X/Twitter and TikTok. So shout out to him for the video idea. I just did my own list. Shout out to Mike Bartner on YouTube for the idea. He has the same video on his channel. That's where I got the idea from. So yeah, shout out to him for the idea. So yeah. Before we get into that, all of my social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, my Spotify, my Twitch Discord, my regular Discord for this podcast, my American football channel, my baseball channel, my basketball channel, the USHL Scouts on Facebook group with 5.2 thousand USHL fans, another Facebook group called Saints for Life for thousands of League fans, Saints fans, paragraph and a half on what I do in this podcast, everything you need to know about this podcast, a paragraph and a half what I do, how to contact me if you have any comments, questions about this podcast, all that much more is in the description of this podcast. Check it out if you haven't already. The other channel, if you like this podcast, following Spotify, same thing. Like this episode, if you like this episode in particular, liking Spotify, same thing. And turn on post notifications, YouTube channel for I know every time I go live and upload a video on this channel. So yeah, all that. So we got predictions. We review yesterday's NHL game. We got update that was only one game yesterday. Alright. Yeah. Review yesterday's game. And we'll preview tomorrow's NHL games. And then just like that, just about. And we're gonna go over my list of every NHL non-playoff team this season, ranked by their chances of making the playoffs next season. So yeah. Getting to my prediction for today's games, I had Washington defeating Carolina. Carolina won in overtime. Congrats to the Hurricanes. Game 1 victory in Washington. Hurricanes got a lot of shots. They weren't all phenomenal chances, but yeah, enough to get the job done. Very, very good defense from Carolina. I will give credit where credit is due when it comes to that. Capitals need to find better. Need to play better in Game 2. For sure. Then I have Edmonton defeating Vegas. Vegas up 2-1. As I just checked right before we started recording this. So, yeah, I should probably just stop doing predictions at this point because everything I say the opposite happened. So, yeah, cool. We got the Leafs and the Panthers game 1, round 2 in Toronto. Nylander, 4th goal of the postseason by Pacioretty. McCabe, 33 seconds in first period. Bobrovsky screened by multiple players. Nylander's pots at home, 1-0 Leafs. And then we got Nylander, 5th of the postseason, 2nd of the night by Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Max Pacioretty, 12:51 in first period. And then with that one, Ekman-Larsson shot the puck. He found it off the rebound, picked up on a forehand, went back to the forehand, roofed it over the glove of Bobrovsky, 2-0 Leafs lead. We got Seth Jones, 2nd goal of the postseason, power play goal by Tkachuk and Verhaeghe. With about 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first period, brought it back within 1 goal. And then not too long later, with about 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the period, Morgan Rielly, 3rd goal seen by Nylander, 17-16 first period, 3-1 Leafs lead. 7:15 in the second period, Chris Tanev, 1st goal of the postseason. Bit of a knuckle puck, beats Bob over the right pad under the blocker. First of the postseason by McCabe and Nice. 4-1 Leafs lead. During this point, Stolarz got an elbow to the head by Sam Bennett. He started puking on the bench and then got stretchered off. He's out of the hospital though, so he should be fine. He's not playing in Game 2, but he seems to be doing okay from what I've seen. Joseph Woll will start Game 2. In Toronto, I believe that's tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah. That's interesting. I hope he's okay. We get E2 Listerine, 2nd goal of the season by Lundell Marchand, 1:39 in the 3rd period, 2-4. Uves Belinkis, 1st goal of the postseason by Schmidt and Marchand, 4:30 in the 3rd period. It's a 1-goal game. And then we got Matthew Knight, Ramon, and Tanev, exactly 6 minutes left in the 3rd period. Gets on a breakaway, roofs the top shelf over the glove of Bobrovsky off his backhand. 5-3 Leafs lead. Sam Bennett, fourth goal posting by Verhaeghe with less than 2 minutes left in the clock. Too little, too late. Joshua Wall and the Toronto Maple Leafs hang on. They win game 1, 5-4. Panthers actually out-hit the Leafs that game 51-24, but the Leafs seemed to perform better under pressure under Craig Berube. They seemed more defensively responsible. They had a lot of good chances off the rush. They were fast-paced. They had the skilled guys take over. They played really good. I really liked the Leafs play. Panthers did not play bad at all either, but not their best, but not the worst they could have played. Let's look at tomorrow's games, shall we? We had game 2, round 2, game 2. Leafs, Panthers. Panthers took game 1 of the series, jumped out on early, had a 4-1 lead. Panthers brought it back within 1, 5-4, with less than 2 minutes left. Too little, too late. Panthers played a lot better hockey in the third period. I would say second half of the game in general, a lot better hockey. Leafs dominated the first half. Panthers borderline dominated the second half. Besides that Matthew Knies goal. So I mean, yeah, want to see which team's gonna be able to carry it in game 2. Then we got game 1, Jets and Stars. Stars just came off of game 7. They were down 2-0 to the Avalanche in the third period. Mikko Rantanen scored 2 goals back to back to tie it up. Johnson scored a power play goal to take the lead, and Rantanen scored a third goal of the night, third goal of the period, with a hat trick, and the Stars moved on. Great comeback win, and then the Jets were down 3-1. Scored with under 2 minutes left, Nemestikov, and then Perfetti scored with 2 seconds left in the clock to tie the game, and then in double overtime, the captain Adam Lowry sent them to the second round. So absolute classics, 2 of some of the best games I've seen in a while in game 7 for both these teams. Both of them came out on top. We're going to see which team's able to come out in a 7-game series between the two of them and move on to the conference finals to play the Knights or the Oilers. We'll go over here so I'm ready for Mars. Right there. Knights and the Oilers are still tied. Yeah. Google Keep. Again, before I do it, I'm actually going to put it here. Not pin. Okay, there you go. Shout out Mike Butner on YouTube for the idea. Mike Butner on YouTube did the video. I said, you know what, I think that'd be pretty cool if I do that. I was going to do every NHL team percentage to make the playoffs. It didn't really end up working well, so I just did this. Shout out Mike Butner for the YouTube video. I changed up the list. I didn't just copy his list. So, yeah. Let's go down here. I ranked them 16-1. Why aren't we going down? There you go. Okay. Here we go. We're ready for the review of number 16. It's pretty obvious. 16 San Jose Sharks. Yeah, I mean, hold up. Okay, hold up. Puckpedia. I should have had this up already, but it's fine. So if you look at this, why did I pull up the Jets? But my brain completely just turned off for a second. I mean, not literally, obviously, but. Okay, so Sharks, they have basically everybody returning. Kovalenko's expiring. I'm assuming they're going to re-sign him since they traded Blackwood for him. I mean, and other pieces too, of course. But one of the main pieces in that deal was Kovalenko from the Avalanche. I'm assuming they're going to re-sign him. He's on a rookie contract right now. It's expiring. I'm assuming they'll probably just re-sign him because he's a good piece. Everybody else in the forward core is staying for next season. Everybody in the D core besides Thompson, Jack Thompson, is expiring, with the probably just re-sign him too since he's 23 years old. But yeah, Askarov's expiring though. Romanov expiring. They'll re-sign Askarov. I'm pretty positive, but yeah, they'll be rocking back basically the same team. And the Sharks, I expect big improvement. I won't say huge improvement because everyone was really good this season, but I expect improvement definitely from Will Smith and Eckler, especially. Whoever they draft this season, second overall, probably be Michael Misa. I would assume. I don't know if he's gonna be in the NHL next season. Probably not, but yeah, I expect them to be towards the bottom of the league again. And then we got 15. We got Chicago Blackhawks. I think Chicago Blackhawks are in the running for making a big free agent signing this season. We're gonna have to see if they do that, but yeah, we're gonna see though. But I expect big improvement from the young guys. I think Bedard's gonna have a bit of a bounce back season. I think Lashonow's gonna have a good season. Renzel, on the D core, Kevin Korchinski, Artem Lashonov, Sam Renzel, Alex Vlasic. Those guys are gonna have, I think, a better year on the defensive side of the puck, defense. And then the forward, like Phil Kurashev, Lucas Reichel, and then obviously like Alvin Moore, Frank Nazar, Connor Bedard. Those guys are all gonna have better seasons. I think improve. Yeah, I think the Blackhawks will be could decently amount improved, and not enough to really move out of the 15th spot, in my opinion. Here, 14, we got Pittsburgh Penguins. I think Pittsburgh Penguins. You know, when you have Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin on the same team, you're gonna win some hockey games. Kyle Dubas, the Penguin GM, already said that he's probably going to trade some pieces, and that's probably including Erik Karlsson and Chris Letang, if I had to guess, on the defense. So they're going to start going to rebuild. So I would expect this season to be the start, and them try to get a high draft pick. So 14 it is for them. 13, we've got the Philadelphia Flyers. I think Philadelphia Flyers, you know how good Michikov was to end the season when they got a new head coach. I think he's gonna have a great season this upcoming season. And the rest of the team's is okay. I mean, not the greatest. And the Konechny's great. But yeah, that's not that much. And Cam York's also expiring contract, so we'll see. 12, Seattle Kraken. I think the Seattle Kraken, it's not that I necessarily think they're a better team than the Flyers per se. They could be. But I think the division differential, the Metro, it's way better than the Pacific Division next season. I'll say that pretty confidently. Pacific probably be the worst division in the league next season, overall. Yeah, Kraken's number 12. 11th, Buffalo Sabres. Yeah. I mean, we're really going to see, I mean, this team's got so many U26 players in the team that, like, it's going to be tough. But Tate Trump to get the most even strength goals. They have the most goals off the rush this season. They're a really fast team, really explosive team. They have a lot of young, fun, speedy, young talent. I'm interested to see how UPL and Devin Levi play in net. See if Tate Trump can get another 44-goal season. Again, see if Dowling can continue to do what he's been doing. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Sabres are able to do, but I think the Sabres, not that high of a chance to get the playoff, but it's if everything clicks for them, I could see them making the playoffs. 10 is the Boston Bruins. The key for the Bruins is goaltending. Is Jeremy Swayman going to give them a 9-13 save percentage or better? If he can, I could definitely see the Boston Bruins team led by David Pastrnak making the playoffs. If Jeremy Swayman has anything like he did this season, they're going to not be as good. I don't think they'll be like bottom 5 in the league because they have David Pastrnak on the team, but I don't know if that close can be the playoffs. But David Pastrnak does have the most even strength points this season at 106 points. So interested to see that. Interested to see how he performs again this season, next upcoming season, and how Jeremy Swayman is going to be able to perform in that. Number 9 is the New York Islanders. New York Islanders got first overall pick. Crazy luck, by the way. They only had like a 3% chance to get first overall, and they happened to get it. It's crazy. But yeah, the New York Islanders, I think, Noah Dobson's expiring. I think they'll probably resign him, assuming they don't trade him. There's some hypothetical trades that like he should trade him to trade Jose for a pick and some other picks. We'll see. But yeah, see what they do. But I think Islanders definitely have potential to make the playoffs again if everything goes right. 8's Nashville Predators. I think the Predators have potential to be a sneaky team. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs because of how like bad they were last season and the entire core is getting a year older. But Uzi Saros could have a big bounce back season and look like Uzi Saros from a couple years ago, like we know he can be. The defense could have a big bounce back. Brady Shea could actually perform good this season. Roman Yossi could have perform a little bit better for his standards. and I could see the defense looking much better. I could see the power play improving a lot. Power play looked really good on paper, and I could see the forward core looking better too. Forsberg played great. I could see Moshasol maybe and Stammer taking a step up. See what they do, but yeah, I mean, its potential. This team's a bit of a sneaky Western Conference team, but I don't see it that like guaranteed. Like, it depends. Everything, again, similar to the team before, everything has to go right if they want to make the playoffs. Number 7 is Vancouver. I mean, really, the reason why I have it this high is because if Pedersen bounces back, then obviously they have Quinn Hughes, and Thatcher Demko bounces back, they have potential to make the playoffs, but, I mean, I don't know. Not looking too great in Vancouver right now. Number 6, Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, you could say this season is carried by goaltending, but at the end of the day, they went up 21 points this season. And most of the young players either didn't take a step up or went down in production on Greg Cronin. They have a new coach. I don't know who the coach is yet, but I know it ain't Greg Cronin. So I think those guys will take a step up. They'll start on Gibson, assuming they don't trade Gibson. If they rock into this season with the goaltending 10, that's top 5 goaltending tandem, arguably a top 10 at least. Top 10 goaltending tandem at least. Pretty good defense, assuming the young guys step up, and good forward core. I think this team could be a sneaky team out of the Pacific Division to sneak out a wild card spot. I wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, I'd be a little surprised, but I wouldn't be that surprised. Top 5, Calgary Flames. I think the way Flames played this season is great. And they're not losing that much pieces this season, really not. I think those two Wolves will have another great season. I think the Flames are rocking in number 5. Number 4, Detroit Red Wings, Steve Yzerman knows his job's on the line. If he doesn't make the playoffs this next season, he's probably fired. So he's going to make some huge trades and maybe some free agent signings, something to get this team over the edge. So I can see this team's number 4. Right above them, number 3, they're another Eastern Conference team, Columbus Blue Jackets. They have like $18 million to spend in free agency. They're going to make a move or two in free agency to improve the team. If one of those moves include a goaltender and then maybe some defensive depth, I think this team could definitely make the playoffs next season. I mean, analytically, they weren't, like, phenomenal this season, but I could definitely see this team, if they make the right moves in free agency, which obviously they have the money to do it. If they make the right move this free agency, they can make the playoffs next season. Won't be that surprised. 2 is the Utah Hockey Club. I'm pretty high on the Hockey Club. They got players like Gunther, Cooley. Clayton Keller is a star right now. Cooley's really stepped up this next season. I expect him taking another step up. I expect Gunther to kind of perform like he did at the beginning of the season last season, but more consistently throughout the season. And I expect the teams to perform better. I think Vejmelka is a great goalie. I think assuming Connor Ingram gets back to normal, which I hope he's able to recover. In case you didn't know, his mom died, so he went to the NHL Player Assistance Program. So hope for the best for him. But yeah, assuming he's able to get properly right mentally, he's back. It'll be great goaltending tandem. Very young team, mix of young and veteran presence. And I think the Hockey Club definitely has the ability to make the playoffs this season. But number 1, the non-playoff team this season, most likely to make the playoff next season, in my professional opinion. Yeah, professional. Keyword there. I'm the same guy that hasn't got a prediction right in the NHL USHL in quite a while, but like I don't know why. Yeah, okay. But anyways, number 1, New York Rangers. Look, Rangers, they got a very similar core coming back next season. They got Mike Sullivan as head coach. I think he's gonna bring the locker room back together. I think Igor's gonna have a big bounce back season. I think Igor's gonna. Ooh, what is Igor gonna get next season? I think Igor's gonna get like a 9-15 or higher next season. I think he's gonna have a good season. I think Quick's gonna have a good year. He's retiring. I think he's retiring, but still, either way. I think Mike Sullivan is gonna have a great strategy for his team, and I think the Rangers are gonna get back in the playoffs. So out of these teams, which team do I think is gonna make the playoff next season? I think the Rangers will make the playoffs next season. Probably a top 3 spot in the Metro. I think the Capitals will fall down a decent amount. I think it'll be the Devils, Rangers. I think the Devils. How much salary cap do the Devils have right now? Let me see. New Jersey Devils. Okay, they projected to have negative 873,000 cap space, so they don't have any money. But if they're able to trade Simon Nemec, who they don't use like at all, if they can trade him and get a forward or two and bolster up the forward core, I could easily see them winning the Metro. next season. I wouldn't be that surprised. They need another forward or two to really like bolster up that forward core, and then they also need Jack Hughes to stay healthy. If those two things, if they can do those two things, you'll do bolster up the forward core. So yeah, I think this Ranger team's gonna get back together, and they're gonna probably get a top 3 spot in the Metro. And the other spot, probably the Canes. Probably the Canes would probably get it. I think they'd be the Rangers, Devils, Hurricanes. Probably no specific order right now. Wanted to see what these teams are able to make moves, but it'd probably be that. And then Capitals would probably get a wild card spot. Cause I don't think they'll move out of the playoffs. Like I could see them getting top 3 in the Metro as well. Again. I think they'll probably get their first wild card spot, and then the second wild card spot would be a dogfight between the wild card fight. Would be a dogfight between the Capitals, Canadiens, Senators, Sabres maybe, Bruins maybe, Islanders, Red Wings, Blue Jackets. Yeah. So the East, that's gonna be stacked again. Who's gonna be top 3 in the Atlantic? Probably Leafs, Panthers, and Lightning again. Yeah, probably Leafs, Panthers, Lightning. No particular order. And then the wild, yeah, that'd probably be that. Yep. That's gonna do it for this podcast episode. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time you watch. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this episode if you haven't already. Following and liking and Spotify, same thing. Turn on post notifications to the channel if you haven't already. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed today's podcast, episode 38 of season 10, when I went over my every NHL non-playoff team ranked by their chances to make the playoff next season. And I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 39 of season 10. I'll see you guys there. Peace.